Hello Aquarius, this is Ashley. We're going to look at your twin flame journey today. Try and get a snapshot of where things have been recently and where they're headed. So if you're not on a twin flame journey, this is not your reading. And I don't have the time to explain what that is, so definitely do your research if this is a new concept to you. But I will be doing other bonuses as well to be released this month. So if you're not on a twin flame journey, have no fear. I will be doing some other bonuses, perhaps some other love bonuses that might be of more interest to you. So we're going to look at your energy, your person's energy, and the connection itself as three separate contributions to the past, present, and future. Definitely let me know what you think down below in the comments. Please hit that like button if you feel like this resonates for you. If it doesn't, please go check your other placements or that of your counterpart if you happen to know their zodiac placements, their sun or moon. That might be something you want to look at, as this snapshot of the journey is not going to apply to everyone out there, right? What else do I want to say? And be sure to, I'm going to set it up to where your row is here on the left side, Aquarius, but if you find that you resonate more with the side on the right, please flip it and reverse it. And again, not every single detail has to apply to you for this to be your reading. There might be certain messages that come through that are specific to other watchers. So let's get started here. Where's Aquarius's energy at this time? Now, when I've been pulling these oracle cards, it's been either where you're at or what you're working towards, I feel like, has been what's been showing up most frequently. So what's for Aquarius? We have achievement. It says effort plus intention. So you're definitely working to manifest at this time. Could be very focused on mission work, love, a number of things. Could even be just overall stability. I mean, we have this picture of the bison, and we'll talk more about what that means. But that card is number 49, which reduces to 13, which then reduces to a 4. So this is about stability in your life. What about your counterpart? Where are they at right now? Soul Radiance, Phoenix Rising. So they're definitely have gone through a bit of a tower moment, I feel like. Their number is a 53, which is an 8. So they're working on themselves quite a bit. And when we have the Phoenix Rising energy, they're coming out of some sort of mode of destruction. They might have had some, their whole life change in recent history. It could be that they are kind of rising back up into themselves, a truer version of themselves at this time. I also feel like they're maybe gaining a lot of attention at this time. With her wings kind of outspread here, it could be that a lot of people are taking notice of this Phoenix Rising energy. What's the connection energy for Aquarius? Ooh, we have tenderness. It says true love and compassion. How beautiful is that? That's a number 9. So I do feel like that's part of what you're working towards. It could be with that yellow coming through so strongly on this card that you're both focusing on your own personal power, right? That solar plexus energy. But, you know, that solar plexus, that yellow is also triggers, right? And so there could be a lot going on in the connection right now to trigger you both into opening up in a more compassionate and tender, loving way. All right, we're going to pull some tarot, and then I'm going to channel through whatever wants to come through. And then if there's anything that isn't quite clear, we will clarify. I feel like so far the air signs that I've done have been almost like there's blockages. So it's required a lot of clarifying cards for me to get the whole picture. It kind of felt like Gemini's reading felt like I was pulling teeth to get the message to come through. So we'll see how yours goes, but that seems to be where the air signs are sitting right now so far. But we'll only clarify what needs to be clarified. I've been trying to keep these readings at like 20 minutes or less, but these air signs have not cooperated with me much. So they've gone a little bit longer. All right, Aquarius. So in the past position, Aquarius, you have the High Priestess. Could be dealing with a Pisces, or perhaps you have strong placements in Pisces. Definitely a lot of intuitive connection there. Your person has the Queen of Pentacles. That's Capricorn energy. Focus on abundance, security for themselves. So you can already see how they're kind of tying together and almost mirroring one another here. Using their resources to accomplish what they're after. Between the two of you, we have the Four of Swords. So a lot of healing energy there. Perhaps some quiet in the relationship. For you in the present moment, we have the Six of Wands. For your person, the Three of Cups. And in the connection, the Knight of Cups. In the future position, you have the Two of Cups. Your person has the Five of Wands. And between you, the Fool. Bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. So definitely some awakenings taking place. Could be some decisions that need to be made at this time. Certainly some old demons coming up to be reckoned with. All potentials there. All right, let's get started. We'll talk about the achievement card. I feel like this, I know this card has already come up. I feel like it was for one of the water signs. So I was talking kind of about stability here. I definitely, of course, get this very stubborn focus from this bison here. But there's a lot of white on this card, so a lot of ascension energy, like pure white light. Could be getting a lot of downloads. Definitely experiencing strong ascension energy. Could also be, you know, this kind of feel of purity here, where it's almost like you're being purified, while at the same time seeking the peace that comes with that. There's definitely some abundance here with that buffalo showing up. Bison, let me correct myself. As they can be a representative of abundance. There's also, like, I mean, she's dressed in this winter garb, so it could be that you're kind of entering into this more quiet rebirth kind of energy for yourself here. There was something else that wanted to come through, and it's escaping me now. Well, we'll see if it comes back. For your person, soul radiance, the phoenix rising, definitely strong connection, I feel, to ancestral ties with this. It's got kind of like this Egyptian vibe to it. Again, I feel like they are they've done a lot of work on themselves. They're kind of coming back out of that, maybe even that dark night of the soul, right? Where like the ego gets broken down and then they rise again. Definitely strong Pluto energy when it comes to that Phoenix rising. You could even be dealing with a Scorpio, or someone with strong Scorpio placements in their chart. It's interesting because Pluto is actually in the sign of Capricorn, and that's showing up here. So take that as it resonates. You might not know those facts about your person, but essentially they've had a kind of a deep breakdown of old structures in their life, I feel. And they're more connected than they've ever been when it comes to the spiritual realms, their intuition. And I do feel like they're receiving some kind of recognition for what they're going through here. It's almost like when I'm looking at this, it's like she's on a stage. And you do have the Six of Wands, which is a card about recognition, kind of being celebrated for your accomplishments. And so again, with that mirroring that's going on here, and it could be with all this blue that's showing up that this person is communicating about their experience here as well. So kind of like this throat chakra energy there. Now between you, like I was saying, we have the tenderness card. I feel, and I'm feeling like there's been triggers to kind of activate both of you to come more into a pure form of love, unconditional love, compassion, and kind of more of a tender approach to one another, but also yourselves. And, you know, with the giraffe being on this card, it's kind of, you know, giraffes have this super long neck. They can see from a very high perspective. And so it's almost like because of that higher perspective, you're also growing when it comes to your ability to be compassionate. Okay. So in your position in the past, we have the High Priestess. So again, with that higher connection, intuitive connection here. Could be dealing with a Pisces. It could also be that you're kind of in this mysterious, quiet place for yourself here, especially with that Four of Swords and the connection energy. It's kind of like this retreated, quiet place where there's things happening, but it's maybe not obvious, or something you're not communicating with others. The High Priestess has secrets, right? So it could be that you have some secrets that you're not sharing with others, or some plans or whatever that you're not sharing with others at this time. Definitely a lot of divine feminine energy showing up here for you. Now we all have inner divine masculine and feminine, so even if you are the masculine energy in this dynamic, you could be working on your feminine here in the past position. For your person, again, this stability, this abundance focus. It could be that this person is the mother of your children. Could be an ex-wife with it being the Queen of Pentacles. It could be your wife now with the Queen of Pentacles. Definitely this someone that is capable of attracting a lot of abundance. Somebody that is resourceful and can use all the tools in their tool bag in order to provide for themselves and their loved ones. Could be a very career-focused person here. And again, that's Capricorn energy. And the energy between the two of you, we have this Four of Swords, and you can see on this depiction of the Four of Swords, this man is sitting in meditation. It's kind of like this retracted energy. It's this quietness, it's healing, it's maybe even mindfulness practices if you are doing meditation. In the energy of with it being in the energy of the connection, I do feel like there's maybe been some silence between you and your partner in the past. Some healing that each of you needed to experience. Some healing in the connection itself that needed to take place here. Could be some overthinking going on for some of you. We'll see how that kind of... But I feel like it's probably related to heartbreak. The Four of Swords follows the Three of Swords, which is the heartbroken card, right? And it is falling right under that true love, compassion, tenderness card. And so I do feel like there's some healing of some broken heart going on here. In the present moment, we have the Six of Wands. This is Leo energy, if you have any Leo placements. Recognition, success, victory after battle here. This is the card that follows the Five of Wands. And you can see he's being celebrated with that victory wreath. And the Five of Wands is drama, it's battle. It's actually showing up in your counterparts row here in the future position. So there's either recognition, perhaps you've achieved something that you have intended, something that you've manifested in the present moment. It could be success in the workplace, amongst friends. Perhaps it's just a completion that you've overcome. But it could also be this energy of wanting recognition from your counterpart here. Wanting to be recognized for your achievements, wanting to be recognized for the work that you've done, wanting victory and success with your partner, right? Now they have the Three of Cups, so they may very well be focused on a reconciliation with you at this time, wanting to celebrate. It could be that they're working to build their friends, their group of friends, their network. But I'm feeling more so that this is, wanting to come together with you and celebrate the connection. Now, in the connection itself, we have the Knight of Cups. So I do feel like this step into heartfelt energy here. Apologies, love offers. I think we'll clarify that to get a better idea of this connection here, since it is showing up under that true love card there. Now, in your future position, you have the Two of Cups. So definitely soulmate connection here. Could be just a stronger recognition of your connection with your twin flame. Wanting to share in love here, but your partner here has the Five of Wands. So they may be feeling conflicted about this. Or feeling like they're competing. Feeling like they're competing with others for your affection, attention. It could also be that they are stepping into a very competitive work situation, especially with this Queen of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, that networking energy. They've really struggled to come out of this dark night of the soul here. They're really having to put in a lot of work to kind of reestablish themselves after a potential kind of tower moment or something with that Phoenix rising energy. I also feel like they're doing a lot of learning here with this Five of Wands. So it could even be that they have made a career change or a change in their direction when it comes to their soul's purpose, and they're kind of in this heated battle or training when it comes to the work that they're doing here. Now the energy between you is the Fool, so there's definitely a new cycle taking place in the connection here. But it will require this leap of faith here. And I think depending on how this goes is really going to speak to the healing that has already taken place up to this point. That heart healing that I was talking about, that you were both going through, the feeling of taking this leap of faith on one another might be stagnated if there's not been enough healing take place between the two of you. Now, based on the cards that we have here, I do feel like that's happening. But as we go to clarify, we'll certainly get more out of what's showing up here. So let's go ahead and do that. I want to see, why do you have the Six of Wands, Aquarius? The Ten of Swords and the Temperance. So I do feel like there's that component of healing after something came to an end. Now it could have been an ending with your person, could have been some other kind of ending, an ending with a karmic partner, but with that Temperance showing up, there's that healing energy, kind of trying to incorporate and integrate and transmute that which you've experienced, so that you're able to have a success in this connection. With the Three of Cups for your person, we have the Three of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So I do feel like your person is waiting for you to approach, waiting for you to reconcile, waiting for you to make an offer here, potentially of commitment. With the Knight of Cups, we have the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel like that could be your energy with that Queen of Swords there, Aquarius. That's often Libra energy, but it could be yours as an air sign here, Aquarius. But it's like this, it's kind of an interesting card to show up here in the center row under Love and Tenderness. So I would say if this hasn't happened yet already, there's this like offer of love, offer of commitment, a decision to make this offer. I would just be careful with how you communicate, because we've got all this love and tenderness, and then the Queen of Swords, she can be very direct and sometimes a little bit cutting, right? She's got that sword and she's cutting out any BS. Now, it can be a direct communication. I would just maybe, if you're planning to make an offer of commitment or an offer of love to your person here, which it appears they are waiting for, you might soften your approach here and introduce some compassion, you know, kind of just heads up. Now, for the Two of Cups for you in the future position, we have the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Why the Eight of Swords? we have the Wheel of Fortune. So it could feel like you've been stuck in a bit of a cycle with your person here. And I think you're trying to decide whether or not to bring this cup forward and make this offer. I think part of that hesitation might be, you know, are we going to move in into a new cycle or an old cycle, right? Because we have this Ten of Swords here in the past position. And I think that based on your cards here, you definitely want to have success over that. You want that to be an ending. And if things are going to kick off again, you definitely want them to go in a different direction. I do feel like there could be some indecision here going on for you with that Eight of Swords and the Two of Cups. Like really needing to decide whether or not you're going to take this leap of faith that we were talking about. Now for your person, Five of Wands, what do we have that? We have the Two of Wands, again with this mirroring, and the Tower. So I feel like they have to decide as well, and they're feeling a little conflicted about this. I think the uncertainty that you're both feeling about whether or not this will be successful is showing up on both sides. Because I don't think they want the drama either. They want to break free from that. Why the Tower? Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like this person, your counterpart here, is definitely ready and willing to move in a new direction. We have the Queen of Pentacles here, now it's showing up with the Tower, and they've got this Phoenix rising. They want to transcend the BS, right? They want to transcend the drama. And I do feel like they might be feeling a little conflicted while you're feeling maybe a little mentally stuck as to whether or not to do this. So I feel like that's showing up on both sides here. Let's see what the Fool has to say within the connection. We have the Page of Swords. So I do see communication going on here. We have communication cards. Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. They're waiting on the communication. Now in the connection energy, the desire is for a new beginning here. It's whether or not you decide to bring that cup forward and whether or not your person accepts it. Now somebody here in the connection is communicating that they want a new beginning. Yeah. Let's start again. Take a leap of faith. Again, with that strong Scorpio Capricorn here, showing up in your person's row. So I think there's some choices to be made here, Aquarius, as far as you and your person. And I feel like with this center row, all that love and tenderness here that's showing up. And we talked about the triggers, and we talked about being able to see from a higher perspective. You know, it's like we get this Queen of Swords, which didn't seem to really fit here, right? Because I said it could be like this cutting communication. She can be a little too brutal. And then we get this Page of Swords. But then we have these cups showing up. And so it's like, can you communicate in a very loving and tender way? And it's like a choice that you have to make, because I feel like with the Four of Swords, Ten of Swords here, it could very well be in the past that you didn't speak so kindly to one another. And I feel like that is what this connection is working towards right now, is this true tenderness and compassion for one another. I think you both have a lot of love here. It's just getting past those defense mechanisms, you know, kind of breaking those walls down. So I feel like for you, you have this strong focus, this almost like stubborn focus on where you see things going, that achievement card. At the same time, your person has this like rebirth going on. And I think that you're both going to have to kind of accept where you're at right now. Like your person is like rebuilding themselves. Meanwhile, you have a very strong focus on stability and peace. And I think that the two things could come together here. But I think you're both very clearly wanting to avoid a repeat or drama. But I think that there needs to be a focus here on how you're communicating with one another. There needs to be more tenderness introduced here, because these swords are showing up, because I feel like you're both very direct communicators, maybe even strong logic, intelligence for sure. But introducing that heart space more, introducing that tenderness that you both feel, it's just sharing in that together. So I hope you found that helpful, Aquarius, and I hope to see you in the next weekly reading or even the next bonus. So let me know what you thought of this, and perhaps we'll do more of these in the future. I appreciate any likes, subscribes, comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, definitely share your opinion. If you want to see more readings like this in the future, perhaps we'll kind of work them in to the typical general readings. So I hope to see you next time. Bye.